I thought the movie was complex in many ways, but also really simple. It's a grieving dad calling on two buddies to help him through something. So at its very essence, it's a very simple story about friendship.
And get to how we really do handle it.
I think so. I think it's a very human experience. You know, I think humor and tragedy sometimes line up right against each other, and it's one of the things people do in order to get through tragic and arduous moments of their life.
This is such an important story to tell.
Well, a lot of war movies talk about the mission and the heroics and all of that, and this is really about those who are left behind, which is a story that we don't often hear. I love working with Richard, and I love working with Cranston and Carell and Quinton and Cicely and Yul Vasquez and our entire cast. I mean, it was really a joy.
I mean, I knew Rick we worked together on Everybody Wants Some. He was obviously a very big name in Austin, Texas. And then he was fans of all three of the men before I even decided I want to be an actor. So to be able to get to do the thing with them was an extraordinary treat and a blessing. So I'm glad I got the chance to do so.
And then what?
I think there's such to be enjoyed about the comedy that's also in the script and in the movie, which is something I think people won't expect, and that they'll kind of take away saying, well, I think they did both quite well, the comedy and the severe circumstances. I just think that this side of the tale needs to have its time in the limelight. And you know, people will bring what they bring to it, and they'll take away from it what they decide to take away. But I just hope that people can leave feeling like, yeah, that has been talked about now.
Yeah, I'm so blessed to be working with these actors at the top of their game. You know, they just brought it. We were like a great team. They worked so hard, and they, really trusted each other, and got along. It was great. It was great. I just hope they like the journey they're on with these guys. They're, and I think people will bring their own politics to it, probably, how they feel about notions of patriotism and war and sacrifice and all these things. And the film captures quite a bit of that. So, it's quite a journey. So.
We're trying to deal with a very human story. Honestly, by words alone. None of the trappings that you would normally expect to see in a movie are here. Oh, it was great. I couldn't. I mean, I'm so fortunate to have that cast. And this is all his doing. The only one I had input on was Cranston. He had a list of 5, and I looked at them. I liked them all, and I said, "But Cranston's the guy. He's got such great energy." But he called me and said he had Steve Carell. And I said, "That's inspired casting. I would have never imagined that." Laurence was Fishburne was a slam dunk. I thought, oh yeah.
I think it's important to be honest about what America is, who America is. There are some really great things about America that we should be proud of, and there are some things that we can be embarrassed by. And so I think if we're honest about those things, then that gives us an opportunity to grow. And this is a good time to start growing.
Very well said.
Yeah. I think they can expect to have questions. I think they can expect to maybe have some of their thinking challenged. And that's always the beginning, again, of growing and learning new things. So, yeah.
Well, I wanted to be a part of it because of the director.
Richard.
I wanted, I say all the time that his reputation preceded him. And to me, there's nothing like being involved with someone that you feel you can learn something from. And that was what made me make the decision to do the film. Each person will take from the experience something that is related to their own experience. And so it's you can't arbitrarily make a decision for someone else. You have to go with your own gut. It was extraordinary because, of course, I had worked with Fishburne several times, but I was not aware of the other two men. And, when you work with someone, and it's like my standing here talking to you, it's not like work at all. It's something that's actually happening. And I can't think of a more rewarding experience than that.